who the hell is that keep sending me these messages? Like, so, y'all, I want to go live today because I'm in a good mood. Yepper. I'm in a good mood. God is so good. I gotta listen. When he talk, you gotta listen. Because if you're not listening, you're not going to hear. No talk. You won't be able to hear what he's saying. So I'm about to tell y'all a little bit more about me. Because we talk about real deal Holyfield shit over here. But listen, let me tell y'all a little bit about me. A little bit. Um, I come from a broken home. What the fuck? Is that a man? Oh my god. This is crazy. What was this? Yo, they got some funny shit on YouTube, y'all. That shit's crazy. But anyway, let me tell you what's going on. I've been doing a lot of praying. I've been doing a lot of soul searching. And I'm just like, what is there for me? I'm left alone. What is there for me? My whole life, I said, I always questioned myself, even as a little girl. I used to be like, I love fashion. I always loved fashion and stuff like that. And I used to be like, I want to be a model. I want to be a model. I'm not having no kids. I want to be a model. First rule I broke, I had kids at a young age. Second thing happened, I had to raise all my kids by myself. Right. And it was hard. It was really hard. But see, back in them days, it was like a lot more help out here than when it came to families with children and stuff like that. It just changed everything up to make it be harder for you to get help for certain things and these different qualifications and stuff like that, right? So I was down for a minute. And when I met my fiance, I didn't know that this was going to turn into a 9-year relationship. Like, I did not know that. I did not know that. And then I had to think, and I was like, oh, hell no. I was so delusional that I thought that my dude was coming home. I really did. I thought he was coming home. So I'm like, I'm gonna leave his room like it is because I know he won't be coming home. And I didn't have no money when all this went down, right? So he had like $20 in his container because he was trying to start saving money and stuff. And I seen it and I was like, I need that because I had to put gas in the car to go back and forth, 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 to the hospital from here. And like after I thought about everything, like I thought about things then, but I thought about it even more once he went into transition, put it like that. But before he did, before I met him and everything, and I just was like, why do I always find these guys that's not shit? Like, these guys don't be shit. Like, and I'm gonna tell y'all, a lot of people might not want to admit to it, but the ones that's because they really certified real shit. You feel me? Not going to play with you. I'm gonna let you know the real. I had a hard life growing up. I didn't have a two-parent household. My mom was very sickly. Nobody was around to even like help us with our homework, check our homework, make sure we had clean clothes, anything, nothing. Me and my brother got the ass end of our relationship with our mother. The other first four, they got the good part of my mom. But I'm still happy that I had my mom for as long as I did. And that's something I'm gonna always be grateful for because I know so many girls that their moms passed away way before they hit that age. So I thank God that He let me have my mom as long as He did. I do, right? So as I was saying, I did some things in my life that I'm not proud of, and we all have. But I'm not. I'm not. I don't. I don't really care what who say about what I'm about to tell y'all because if I didn't want y'all to know, I wouldn't have put it on here. Okay, let me start with. Okay, let me start with. I hit you back after I get off my live. So anyway, y'all won't believe this, but at the age of 13, I was doing me. Yupper, doing me. Not even realizing what I was doing. It was just like ain't nobody never told me I couldn't go here, go there, or you gotta do this or you gotta do that. I moved how I wanted to move. I did what I wanted to do. Nobody never stopped me from doing anything. I recall me and my sister getting in a squabble, right? But I ain't had no work for her. Cause she had strength, yo, strong as shit. So yeah, she got me. She got me, yo. I was only like in the ooh. I'm trying to think. How old was I when all that went down with my sister? I can't remember how old I was. I think I was like 13. My little sis was 4 years younger than me. So 13, 12, 11, 10. I think she was 10 or 9. But she's always been my best friend. Like, when I know people not listening to me or trying to understand me, because me and her have such a good relationship with each other, and we can actually talk. Like, there's never been no beef between me and my little sis. Like, I love her to the moon and back. She my everything. You feel me? So I would go there like on the summertime and then go back to my mom's in the winter, right? This is how I recall it. So that beat me fuck up. I told y'all about that girl. I told y'all about that girl. Beat me fuck up. She tore me a new motherfucking ass. So, and then that's when I told y'all that y'all seen that one, right? Okay. I'm sure it's in there somewhere on one of them lives. But we ain't trying to go back and rehash that situation. But yeah, so like I was always doing whatever I wanted to do. But when it came to me like being at my mom's and being at my sisters and them, that was because of them. That's how they had it set up. But when I tell you, baby, I had a lot of opportunities in front of me and I didn't even see them. I didn't see them. So I felt like God was like, all right, you don't see them? All right, I'm going to still walk with you, but you want to go through a lot of ups and downs. And I accepted that. And I've always been talking to God. I can remember as young as like 13. I remember. I remember sometimes I used to be like, God, please make me disappear. I don't want to be here right now. Please make me disappear. I want to be right here right now. Whoa. Ooh, wee. Can't play with God because when it's time, it's time. You feel me? So basically, I was sitting here, right? And I was like, just thinking back on my life, my relationships and stuff. And I was like, and I just apologized to God, like, yo, I was wrong messing with a married man. But I ain't know no better. I was only like 19. I didn't even know no better. I ain't know no better. But I'm gonna tell y'all, at that age that I was, I didn't give nobody no second chances. I didn't. I didn't give nobody no second chances. I did. Fuck that. Like, I'm not And I'm going to say this right now because it needs to be said. If I knew that my first baby daddy was cheating on me, I would have been left his ass. I didn't know he was even cheating on me. I really did not know. And then, mind you, I'm around all his people. So ain't nobody telling me shit. Okay. Now, boom, I have a daughter. Her baby daddy, my dad put us in an apartment. And her dad would come to Jersey to work and then come home. But he would stay away for days and then come back. And he would just rock in the chair all night long. I'll be like, coming to bed? He was like, yeah, I'm coming. But he would just rock. We had this chair in our living room and he would just stay there. He would just rock, rock, rock. So I remember that's only really I remember about him as far as like being around is that he came and went wherever the fuck he wanted to go. And just so happened one day something said, go where he at. And I did. And I did. So I'm out there like, yo, where D at? Like, you feel me? I'm not putting nobody names out there because it's I don't want to. Because y'all know me, I do come with the names. But I'm like, yeah, where D at? They all like, I could tell the way they was acting, they was like scrambling, like, and I'm like, I'm looking at them like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, where's he at? So they like, oh, he walked to the store, he be right back or whatever. So I think somebody ran to where he was at and was like, yo, Charlie out there, yo. Like, when I tell you this motherfucker came from out of nowhere, I'm like, what is going on? What was you at? Like, he's like, I was at the store. Like, I'm like, the fuck? So as we talking, he walking with me. He like, come on, you don't need to be out here. Come on, go to your sister's house. I'll see you later. And I'm like, all right. But I knew something was weird. Like the situation, it was weird. Like I knew, I'm like, something's going. I can't put my finger on it, but something is happening, right? So I had my daughter, I ended up having my daughter. I'm pregnant at the time too, y'all. I ended up having my daughter in Jersey, but we end up moving back to Philly. Yeah, we ended up moving back to Philly. I'm trying to think what happened because I did find out that he was cheating on me. Once I found out he was cheating on me, I was done with that situation. Like, and that's how it was when I was younger. It was like if I find you doing something you're not supposed to do, and you with me, then there's no need of us being together. Like, do you? You feel me? So I remember I met this guy. He was suave. He was tall. He was built. Oh, yeah. And just so happened this day, my sister wanted me to walk with her somewhere, and I walked, and that's how I met him. After that, I can't remember what happened after that. I just remember when I met him. I don't remember how we took off from there to having a full blown relationship to him put me in my own apartment. Like, yeah, it was like that. You feel me? I never sweated nobody for shit because I've never had anybody there to help me. So I always was on survival mode. You feel me? Always on survival mode. And being on survival mode, I couldn't put up with the bullshit. Like, if you causing ruckus in my relationship, in our relationship, you gotta go. Because I'm not dealing with none of that shit, right? Don't you know my daughter's father tried to come and get back with me? You bum of a father. I don't even remember him buying her shit. I don't know. Did he buy the car seat? I don't even know. But I was visiting my sister's house. I had went to Philly, went to my sister's house. I came to Jersey, went to my sister's house, and about 1, 2 in the morning, I was sorry, I'm like, I call out my sister, like, I used to be, I used to love her so much. She took that love and she fucked it up. So that was one relationship that I was like, I'm done, whatever. Go be with her, do too. I'm not jealous. No, I'm a little bit mad because you was cheating on me this whole time I was pregnant. But come to find out, she was pregnant. The girl he was cheating on me with got pregnant. Anyway, I'm the type when I'm done, I'm done. Move on. Like, you're not doing anything as far as helping out with your daughter. You're not bringing me no money for diapers. You're not bringing this. You're not bringing that. You ain't brought nothing to the table. What's good? No, no lie. He did bring diapers though, but all the other shit, he didn't do anything. I had to do everything, and that's why I always was the survival mode. And I'm like, I can't take on no bullshit. You feel me? Soon as I would hear about somebody got my name in their mouth, I'm on you. What's up? And it's like, shit, bitch, when they ain't talking about you, that's when you should worry about it. You feel me? So now we're going to go from there and come all the way up to we going from a decade. So one day I'm chilling with my girlfriend or whatever like that, right? No, I want to give y'all these two last ones. I had met this guy. I was up on the app. I was getting me some wraps, and I'm trying to think what else was I getting? Because I went and already got my weed. So I went to go get wraps. I came out the store, and this guy, he was out there selling weed. So he's like, yo, I got weed. Um, I'm like, oh, okay. I'm good though. I already got, you know what I'm saying? So he was telling me like they was dimes and stuff like that, right? So I was saying to myself, nah, I'm good. You feel me? I don't need nothing. So then he was like, here, I'll give it to you for $5. So I'm like, nah, I just can't take it for free. So I gave him like $5. Like, here, let me get the jar. Here, let me get that. And it's so crazy because that right there turned out to be a 45-minute conversation. And that's how I found out about his situation and what he went through and what he is going through. So okay, whatever. So he was like, "Yo, can I take you out this weekend to the movies or whatever?" So I'm like, "Yeah, you could take me to the movies. I love going to the movies, right?" So that weekend that we supposed to go to the movies, I never heard nothing from him. So I'm like, he ain't answering. Step off, Grandpa. Shit, I called my peoples up like, "Yo, what you doing?" He like, "Nothing. I'm just chilling." I'm like, "Yo, I want to smoke. I want to come through and chill, smoke." He like, "Come on through. You know, you my peoples." I'm like, "True, that's what's up." So I get dressed, I go to his house or whatever, and it's so crazy. I sat over there. I think I left the next day. He got my pillows and my he got my pillows and my covers, and I slept on the couch. He went in his room. We had smoked out. We was smoked out. Yeah, that was my people's right there. So after that weekend came and the following week came, I don't know when reached out, but it was a minute before he reached out to me. So he reached out to me and then he was like, and I'm like, oh, I remember you, I remember you, I remember you. So then he was like, yo, can I come through? Mind you, my situation has changed since then. So I'm like, damn, I don't want this motherfucker coming through seeing me living in a fucking rooming house. It's embarrassing to me. It really is. I never lived in a rooming house in my motherfucking life. I done seen that shit on TV, but I never had to go and do it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I can't have no company right now. He was like, what? You can't have no company? What are you talking about? And I'm just like, where I live at, I can't have no company. Like, and he was like, all right then, bye. Like, so when he hung up, I was just thinking like, I'm like looking at my situation. I'm just like, fuck it. You need some company. Hit him up. Come on through. He like, where you at? Gave him the address. Trip. That's what's up. This man was over my house every day. If he wasn't at my house at night, he was at my house during the day. If he came to my house during the day, he would come and see me after he get off work. Like he was putting his time in for real. Like he was staying the night with me. He wasn't trying to do nothing to me. He put his time in. You feel me? So eventually we did get into a little relationship or whatever, and he found me a better room and house that was way better than where I was at. But the only thing is that boy wanted $1,200 for a deposit. I guess first month's rent and security or whatever. So I'm like, the fuck? How can people be allowed to do that? Because for real, rooming houses is really not even allowed in the state of New Jersey. I looked that shit up myself. But when you tell somebody, yeah, I'm at my people, yeah, I'm staying at my people with the crib. He letting me rent a room for him. You feel me? That's how people able to relate to it, as far as when it comes to um your business, your mail, getting questioned about where you live at, all the stuff. All that stuff comes into play. So I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm renting a room for my peoples. Like, yeah, okay, cool. Because if you look it up, in the state of New Jersey, it's not allowed to have rooming houses, right? So as time went on, I moved out of that place to the other rooming house. Um, he ended up wanting to move in with me. No issues. It's cool. Now, when I left that rooming house, my youngest son was living with me. He didn't want to come. I think he just was like, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I should have been a little bit more on him. Like I should have been like, no, 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 no. You what the fuck I say you coming. I should have been like that. I should have been like that. But then I was thinking about my but then I was thinking about how I grew up. And I was never told what to do. I was able to do whatever I wanted to do. I was able to do whatever it is I wanted to do. But guess what? After a while of you like being able to just do whatever that you want to do, eventually that becomes boring. And you start thinking like, damn, don't nobody care about me? Don't nobody care that I'll be going away for days, weeks at a time? That's what I was saying. I'm like, they don't care. It's always been like that. They don't care. They got their own families. What the fuck they care about me for? So, I always used to tell God at a young age, I want to get married. I want to be a model. I want my own crib. Like, these is the things that I had in my head, right? So I'm like, mm. So I end up having kids at an early age. So then I said, guess modeling is out. I got 3 kids. So then I said to God, I said, God, what is my purpose here in life, on this world? I know it's just not birthing kids. What is meant for me? Like, why am I here? Because God could have stopped that thing from swimming on up that made me, you feel me? But yeah, I was made out of love, me and my brother. So I wasn't in that relationship that long. I definitely wasn't. I wasn't in that relationship that long. Um, let me see. So eventually, from then, boy put his hands on me, so I had to get him locked the fuck up. I'm not dealing with no man putting their hands on me. I'll chop your shit the fuck off. So, um, me and my peoples, we sitting on a corner. Now I think I told y'all some of this, but I'm about to tell y'all some other shit with it. And we was just sitting there, and this guy just walked up. All I heard was this man voice in the back of my head. Mind you, I'm sitting on a stoop. I'm sitting low. She's sitting low. He's like back here. So he was like, yo, see, y'all want to come and blow one? And she know how funny I am. I'm a funny motherfucker, you feel me? I'm funny, and I'm not talking about making motherfuckers laugh. So she looked at me and was like, and then I looked at her and I said, I don't care, whatever. So we get up, we walk to my car. He get in the car. My girlfriend get in the car. And I'm like, all right, well, going to the regular spot where this bitch had me going at. Because I don't know nowhere to fucking pull up and just chill and smoke. I'm I am. It's like a different world to me. That like I never hung on that side. Like I mean, I did, but I didn't because my sister did used to live on that side back in the day. But I didn't know it as far as like this street, that street, and this is over there, and that's over there, and that's over there. Like I didn't know it like that. So we get in the car. I pulls in the parking lot. I think he thought that maybe we was going to, because he didn't know my living situation. I think He thought that I was okay, so let me go back because I don't want y'all to be messed up. The guy that got me the room that I told you I started chilling with, well, I had to get him locked up because he put his hands on me. Once again, I just wanted to reiterate that. So then I was single. I feel like I was even single with him though, because he was just playing games. So I pull up in that parking spot, like, all right, I back up. That's my famous shit. I like to back it up. So I'm like, all right, I turn the car off. This motherfucker was like, hell no. They killing motherfuckers back here. I'm not smoking back here. I looked at her like, yo, did you know they be killing people here? Like, you bring me there all the time. Like, I'm looking at her like, bitch, you know, cause she don't know either. She from up the highway. She don't know. It's just that she did used to live in those apartments with this guy though. So I'm thinking that's probably why she felt comfortable for us to go back there and chill. You feel me? So anyway, he's like, oh no, I'm not sitting back here. I'm not doing that. Or whatever, right? So I'm like, well, I don't even fucking know. Like, this is where she usually brings me at to smoke. So he like, no, I got a better place for us to go and smoke. So I'm like, all right, all right, all right, all right. So we go to a spot that he introduced us to that we never even knew about. And we like, they call it the fishing hole because when you get close to it, it stinks so fucking bad, yo. Oh, I think that's where the trash is at. But once you go through it and up under this thing, you don't smell the smell no more. So we was chilling out there. When we went out there, it was all these people out there. I was like, oh shit, it was like another world. I was like, oh shit. Motherfuckers out here barbecuing and shit. What? Mind you, it's in fucking March. Motherfuckers got chairs. Motherfuckers got they had a fucking TV out there, yo. Literally, they was watching something. They was all huddled up out there. Like I'm telling you, if I knew that spot was there, we'd have been going there. So anyway, I'm like, oh, this is what's up. I pull up like I like this, like that or whatever. So we blew. I think we blew like a couple L's or whatever like that. We chilled or whatever, and he stayed on my radar because he kept like I forgot what happened. We exchanged numbers eventually, and he would call me. Most of the time, I was sleeping. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, as time went on, there's no need to dragging it on. As time went on, I let him court me for a year straight. What man do y'all know that courts a woman for a year straight? Don't have no going on, and no, I'm a bad bitch, yo. I'm a bad bitch. Oh shit. My fault, y'all. I'm waiting for somebody to come. So, event eventually he did ask me, like, damn, why I can get in touch with you, like, now I'm like, I be up late, so before I sleep in, that's the bullshit I told him. This motherfucker, what is it? Okay, yeah. So, all right, yeah. All right, so what chick get away with that type of shit, type shit? Me, because I'm a baddie. Looking for a baddie. But anyway, now let me stop looking up. But yeah, like for a whole year, I let him court me. No kissing, no hunching, none of that. He said, I'm going to wait as long as I gotta wait. And I would tell my girlfriend, I would be like, I really I don't even know. Like, I was just like, I didn't know if I wanted to be bothered with him or not. I wasn't sure. Okay, this is what it was. I wasn't sure if I was attracted to him. That's what it was. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all because y'all know that's how I do. In the midst of him courting me that year, okay, I met him in March. The dude got locked up in March. My fiance courted me from March all the way till November. He courted me. He did. He courted me. So I'm like, I was like having fun. Cause it was like the ball was in my court. So I was like having fun. Right. Then one day, out of the blue, and it wasn't out of the blue for him, but for me it was. He says, I really like you a lot. I want you to be my girlfriend. He was like, but I can't keep being around you knowing that you're not my girlfriend. So I'm like, okay, I understand. Like, I understand. So we stopped hanging with each other. I don't know if he thought I was gonna be like, wait a minute, I do like you. I just need some time. I ain't do none of that. I just was like, all right, it's cool. Like I don't have no problem with that because if I say something about something, respect that shit. You feel me? So I respected him when he said that. When he's, what is this? I'm about to. It's crazy. Oh, that's what that is. Where's there we go. So he courted me and courted me and courted me. And I had, what was I paying attention to as he was courting me was patience, loyalty, communication. That's what I was looking at. And I understood if he had to slide off. He only slid off like a month. Where's the other one at? Okay, hold up, hold up. So within that month that we stopped hanging around, I ended up getting a job at the being a bartender, and my car broke down. So I would walk all the way from one side of town all the way to the other side of town to get my ride. Oh my God. Where did she get them things from? Did she say the Dollar Tree? $1.49. Oh, that was really nice. I like to feed the homeless too. As soon as I get my car on the road, I'm gonna start to go feed the homeless and stuff. I really like doing stuff like that. I'm a nurturer, you know. So I'm sitting there waiting on my ride to come. He walks past me and then he double back, calls me by my name. I walk over to him. He gives me something in my hand. Walk off. My girlfriend that was chilling there with me, she knows it. She trying to see what it is. I told her pipe down or whatever. Um, Let me say. And then I forgot how we started kicking it again, but it wasn't right away after that. It wasn't. It wasn't right away after that. It still was a minute after that. So, mm, mm, mm. That's crazy. Whew. Man, I got some stories I could tell, but not on this platform. I'm thinking about doing an OnlyFans, y'all. Let me know if y'all think I should do an OnlyFans. Cause I got, hmm. But yeah, we ended up hooking back up or whatever. We finished courting me, and then I end up telling him, "I'll be your girlfriend." He was all happy and everything. You know what I'm saying? And we still didn't even rush to have relations. We let it be an organic thing. That's what I loved. That's what I loved. He was consistent. He was like, he told me what he was going to do, and he did it. He did it. He showed me how to be a little bit more responsible when it comes to my finances and stuff like that. He did, whether he know it or not. He did before he passed away. He definitely made me see, like, because he didn't like me being upset. It upsetted him to see me upset. So he would just be like, he would just say what it is, and I have to think about it and be like, you know what, you're right. Why am I giving that so much energy? But it bothers me because it's like if I reach out and I'm there for you to dump all your shit on, where you at so I could dump my shit on you? Mm. So that's why the last girl that I was friends with, I was trying to build that type of relationship. I was trying to I was trying to build that type of relationship with her. Somebody that I can open up to, I could talk to, all that stuff. And I thought that's what I had. And it's one time that I need you there, that one time. But let me get off back on track. So the love that I used to ask God for, He gave it to me with Him. I never had nobody tell me anything different about what He was doing. Like when He go out, He be like, "Come on, I want you to come out with me." I be like, "I don't feel like it." I be like, "I don't feel like it." He be like, "You gonna come out later?" I be like, "I don't know. I'll call you and let you know." Yeah, but it was just that, like I said before, like it all it was just like he would go to some stores, but eventually we would end up in Camden. I don't be in no Camden. And Camden was so big, so we done rode around the whole city of Camden like 3, 4 fucking times. It's boring. And he didn't understand me. Like it was like he was like homesick. He's from Camden. So it was like for me, I felt like he was going through homesickness. So when he got the car, I was like, go ahead. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just be real, real careful because I can't take another hit. You feel me? So he understood. He would check in with me. Because sometimes I would even get worried just sitting here. I would call him up like, hey, you all right? You good? Everything good? He'd be like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'd be like, all right, all right, all right, cool. So, it was just, it was nice. He gave me the love that God heard me say that I wanted, and I got it. And it's so beautiful because I did get to experience that love that I was looking for my whole life. And that's why nobody could ever come up to me and tell me anything different. Nothing. If anything, I got people coming up to me like, yo, he loved you so much. All he did what do is talk about you. Talk about you. I'll be like, for real? They be like, I'm like, oh, smack. Yo. Everybody from Camden to up here. I was talking to this lady down the street about something that had happened, and she was giving me some knowledge. And then I was telling her how I miss my fiance and stuff. And she just was like, we just learned to deal with it. Thank y'all for the 2 likes. Mm. She said, the few times I talk to him, all he talk about is you. Everybody out here say that. They be like, yeah, all he talk about is you. I go to the city and I run into people, they be like, all he talk about is you. And I just be like, damn. And we was together for 9 years. I knew that was the man I was going to be with for the rest of my life. I just knew it. I was like, even though like we went through our shit, like we go, couples go through things. Even though we went through our shit, he was a good man to me. He was about the only man that was good to me if you think about a lot of things. And like if you think about different stuff, like we had communication, we had honesty, we had trust. There was no diverting from, wait a minute, you normally doing this, but now you're doing this. It was never none of that. You feel me? Like, I done had some good guys in my, you know what I'm saying? But this man said, I'm gonna be the last man you ever gonna be with because, hi, Mitchell White. Said because, he said, I got you. That's what he said. He said, I got you. He said, let me take over. I said, it's kind of hard. I've been doing it for a long time, a very long time. Took a minute, but I did. And it was like, I was like, just, it felt like I was just selling. That's all. Just selling. So I'm like, I gave everything to him. Yeah. Okay, you want to take over? Here you go. It's times he would be like, just check the mailbox. I'd be like, nah, not in a couple days. He'd be like, and then go check the mailbox. Come back with what? All mail for him, none for me. Because I don't know why. He just got a lot of mail. I don't know why. He just got a lot of mail. Like, and I knew it was never for me. Only mail I'll be looking out for is social services, DMV, um, yeah, social service, DMV, and just bills, basically. So, mm, 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 mm. Yeah, I'm blessed, man. I'm grateful for a lot of things. For a lot of things. I've been through a lot. I learned a lot. I've been through some ups and some downs. But I know God walked with me through everything. I know He did. I just know He did. Because I've been in some situations that could have had me, you know. And when my dude passed away, I was like, I sat and I thought back how many years we was together, and then I thought about the love that I had with him, and I had to think and say, "Thank you, God, for that. You did give me that. You gave me that." Like, it's weird, man. It's weird, yo. When people be like they don't believe in God and stuff like that, I just don't get it. Like, I don't talk about religion with anybody or anything like that, but I'm just saying, be careful for what you ask for, because everything that I asked for, I got it. I got it. But also came a lot of lessons. But I was able to sit back and tell God, thank you, because you gave me that love that I was looking for the whole time. Yeah, it was my baby. I loved him so much. He loved me so much. And he put a lot of he educated me on a lot of things too. As far as like keeping the bills down, make sure you keep them on donuts, like stuff like that. But yeah, so I'm like, I done, I done, I done did everything. Like, I didn't have my ups, my downs, the men in my life. I didn't have my children, like, and I had received the love that I always wanted. I got that. Yeah, it hurts that he's not here anymore, but I can say that I honestly, dog, that love that I was looking for my whole life, I got it out of him. And we was together for 9 years. And that's what make me cry. Because I be like, damn, it hurt every day to know he not here no more. And I'm going to tell y'all, I was so delusional because I thought he was coming home. I was like, I was telling people, don't touch his tea. His tea's still in there. I'm like, don't touch his tea. That's his tea. They're like, okay, yeah, you Lulu right now. This lady, I hope this lady come on. I told this motherfucker. But yeah, though, I just wanted to bring a little bit of me, tell y'all just a little bit more about me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Little by little, I'm going to open up more and more. I had to be careful what type of content that I was giving out when I was in a relationship, because I'm a very respectful woman when it comes to my man. And it's like now I can just like really open up a lot more. Like, I don't know if I said it to y'all before, but I was like, I was saying how wait a minute, let me see. Who is this that called my phone? Because sometimes that lady, she be calling my phone. Okay, that's something else. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to just touch on that a little bit. Like if you ever think about it, like think where you at now and just sit back and think about everything you've been through and where you at. Did you get what you want? I got what I wanted. I miss him so much. But don't forget to like and subscribe to what another story time with what Charlie B. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Without y'all, it would be no me. So it's always blessings to be graced with y'all. See y'all later.